After 4 years, I'm finally upgrading my old phone, and what better than the brand new S26 Ultra. Now, this isn't a sponsored video. I bought all of this with my hard-earned money, and man, I am super excited, so let's get right into it. It's got a very thin box. It's got like kind of like a shinier kind of finish to it. Very minimal. I guess it's just like the S25. Okay. Oh, jeez. Let's just do a quick side-by-side comp. Oh, man, look at that. That's massive. That's bigger than I thought it was.
That's what she said.
So that's what it looks like in the box. All right, the moment we're all waiting for. Oh. Samsung Galaxy, secured by Knox, powered by Android. Welcome. I'm gonna set this up later, so we'll skip through all that for now. Okay, so while that's restarting, let's have a look at what else is in the box. I got a bit too excited there, and I forgot to check for anything else in the box. So you've basically, there's nothing else in here. Let me just put these behind me. So you've got very thin cardboard. It's got the camera cutout on the back. All right, so we've got the instruction manuals that we all know and love to read. This is very good reading material here. Thank you very much. USB-C to USB-C cable. Nice. What does it say on here? Oh, okay, nothing in particular. And we've got SIM card ejector tool. And that's pretty much it. Okay, you're all set up. All right, let's go home. Oh, look at that. Look at the display. Okay, so the phone's now just updating itself and a bunch of apps and everything else like that. But just having a look at the display at first, it is so much more vibrant and much more colorful than the Oppo that I had. And funny enough, that's called Color OS. But this is just amazing. Having a look at like just the wallpaper that they've got as well, the S design kind of reminds me of the S's that we used to draw back in school, which is pretty sick. All right, let's have a quick look at the obvious things like privacy screen. So swipe down, turning on privacy screen, turn it on. All right, so as soon as I turn it on, like you can see something does happen with the display. You're looking at it head on. It's not a massive thing, but you can just see a small flicker occurs. Now I'm not going to turn on maximum privacy or anything, so let's hit done on that. And let's have a look. Oh yeah. Like as in if someone's sitting next to me. Yeah, look, it's quite dull. So like, let's say if someone's sitting next to me over here. Yeah, okay, yeah, I won't really be able to see it that much unless if I sort of leaned over, I guess. But it's just sort of the point of having a privacy display. I'll show you. You've probably already seen it a million times on camera now, but I'll show you. And then let's do top view as well. All right, awesome. One of the other things that I really wanted to try, as I've never had a phone with a stylus, or the S Pen, I should say. So let's have a look at that. Whoa, that's a nice feedback click there. Ooh, very light. This would be great for, say, whenever I'm using TeamViewer and I need a mouse to navigate with, some really precise movements, things like this. Okay, so oh yeah, it's got a bit of feedback on there, like as if it's imitating like you're writing on paper. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, what does the button do? Oh, okay, so the button erases. Now, I never had the S24, I think it was the one that had the Bluetooth option in there, so I'm personally not missing out. I know what everyone's talking about, to say, you could control your phone with it, if you're gonna take photos or skip tracks or whatever. But hey, I never had the S24, so for me, I'm not missing out on anything, I guess. Does it suck that it doesn't have the feature? Yeah, of course. But, you know, it is what it is sometimes. Okay, let's test out the speakers. I'm going to put a video from Flossie Carter on. All right, so this is halfway volume.
Galaxy S26 Ultra. The very first thing you want to do is protect your investment. Get yourself a tempered glass screen protector.
Awesome. And one of the things that I've noticed already straight away is the viewing angles are a little bit off compared to, you know, other OLED phones. And I guess a lot of that's got to do with the technology on how they've got the privacy display to actually work. It is at a hardware level, so they've got like these rings overlaid the pixels, not all the pixels, but I think about half the pixels are overlaid with these rings in order to get the privacy display to work. It is a first generation tech, so you got to take it for what it is, I guess. But it just looks so much cleaner compared to the Oppo, just much more clearer. All right, now I'm gonna test out the camera. Let's get the selfie mode happening. Neutral or warm? I prefer a warmer tone, so we're gonna stick to the warm. All right, so this is what the selfie camera looks like in the S26 Ultra in the native app. Hey guys, Future Ruben here. I'm editing the video right now as we speak, and I noticed that the selfie camera quality wasn't really that good in post-processing, so I thought I'd have a quick look into the settings. Because the HEVC format was activated, it had actually automatically activated log recording as well. So I guess the phone processes a lot of that on board. But these are all things I'm going to take a look at when I'm doing my long-term reviews, my 1 month later reviews and things like that. But anyway, not to get into that now, but just thought I'd see what this ends up being like as well. And I'll pop this right into the video right now. Okay, so this here is the ultra-wide lens on the back camera. And now this here is the main lens at 1x zoom. Let's see what happens if we go to 10x on the PC case. Whoa, okay, that's zoomed in quite a lot. It's pretty clear. Let's go to 25. Whoa, and it's rather stable as well. All right, back to 1. And now this is without the horizontal lock. And this is with the horizontal lock. All right, so now let's take a look at the slim magnet case, and then I'll check out the Buds 4 as well, the Buds 4 Pro. What have we got in here? Oh, okay, there's a sheet. And more of the information we all love to read. Okay, that goes on the back. Oh yeah, designed by Samsung, made in Korea. This is very thin. This isn't going to protect anything, in my opinion. All right, so I mean, it's pretty thin. It's hard plastic as well. Wonder how that's going to go after a while with dust collecting in the back. I hope it doesn't scratch the back of the phone or the frame or anything, but I guess we're going to find out. God, that doesn't feel good. Oh, okay. Wait, let's get the button side in first. Oh, okay. Alright, satisfying snap. I hope that's going to be alright. We'll get a screen protector on there soon enough. Okay, now onto the second best thing here today, the Buds 4 Pro. Alright, so we've got the buds in the case. Very minimal packaging. You got a transparent top cover on the case, which is good to see. Wow, that looks pretty neat. You've got like your brushed metal on the blades. You've got a green LED light that pops on and off over here when you open and close the case with the Samsung writing. USB-C on the back. A pairing button as well, and it's got the wireless charging at the back as well. All right, let's just take a quick look to see if there's anything else. What's in here? Okay, so another quick start guide, more reading material, and what's this? Is there anything in here? It looks like there's something in here. Ah, this is additional ear tips. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so everyone's got different size ears, I guess. So you've got some smaller ones, and I'm guessing you've got some larger ones than what's on there at the moment. So that's going to be something important to keep. I'm glad I looked at that. I was about to just launch the whole box. There's nothing else in there. Oh, so no charging cable. Jeez. Well, I guess we've all got a million USB-C cables by now, but come on, man. So let's open. That's open. Oh, straight away. Galaxy Buds4 Pro. New device has been found. Let's connect. That's pretty neat. All right, so let's get them in and see how it feels. It's actually pretty good to swipe because a lot of the other earbuds that I have, you have to tap the earbuds, and that was one of the things that I dislike the most because you're sitting there and you're tapping into your ear canal. It's the most uncomfortable thing ever. So this is very good. Now for the next part, obviously you guys aren't going to be able to hear what they sound like, but I'll let you know. Let's put Blinding Lights, one of the most iconic songs out there. Oh. Very bass heavy. Like very deep sounding. Oh, very punchy. Bam, bam, ba-da-da, bam. The earbuds are very light. Like you can feel obviously there's something in your ear, but it's super light. It's a lot lighter than a lot of the other earbuds that I've used in the past. Okay, so they snap into place into the case pretty easily. Sweet. Okay, so I went with the black colorway option, number one, to help match with accessories a lot better. And number two, online, a lot of people were hyping up the cobalt violet option. And while that did look good, I just couldn't deny, the allure of having a black phone. And after a few years' time, I wasn't sure if I was still going to like the cobalt. So I thought I'd play it safe and just go with the all black. And so far, this is pretty awesome. Even though it's black, it's more like a space gray color. So yeah, look, all in all, I'm very happy with it so far. I'm very impressed with what I've seen so far. Anyways, guys, that's it for the first look at the S26 Ultra. I'm going to use this for the next week and see just exactly what it's capable of and how it's going to handle my workflow. And I'm going to put it up against the once flagship Oppo and see just how different things really are. So guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like to let me know and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos. And I'll see you all back here next week for that.